coming up to the Clearfield County line. I'm in Center County on I-80. There's an old abandoned railroad bridge to the right, and there's a railroad tunnel not far from there. This is CP Viaduct on what was the New York Central. So yeah, he's over Red Moshannon, oh they call it Red Moshannon, but it's Moshannon Creek. This is CP Viaduct. There was a Y on both sides of the bridge, I think, to get to the coal mines and coal towns out here. But to my left goes to Phillipsburg, to my right would go to Peel, Gordon Grass Flat, and on to Snowshoe Clearance area, and then Beech Creek, and then toward the Pine Creek line. Mile marker 137 approximately is the county line. So I think I just crossed over the New York Central, because take that road to the left back here, it said Munson. That'll take you to where CP Viaduct is. I know where the railroad bed crosses back if I come from Phillipsburg, but I'm actually going to Phillipsburg. Because there was a Y around here that took you to Wollaston, or I can't remember how it goes. And it would take you toward Phillipsburg. Then there was a line that took you to Munson. So yeah, there's a Y somewhere out here. Yep, the right of way's right there. So right about where I started is where that crossed over. I'm on PA 53 heading from the I-80 exit, heading toward Phillipsburg. So this is New York Central. I don't know who owned it beforehand, because it's an octopus of railroads out here. At one time you had the Pensy, you had the New York Central, but then you had the railroads that those railroads took over. So if you're taking PA 53 south and you're heading toward Phillipsburg, you'll see the right of way. There's a video on YouTube of one of the last, and then possibly the last train. I can't figure out which one it is, but Conrail went all the way out toward Clarence Snowshoe area to pick up a covered hopper for the last time, and it came through here, went over the viaduct back there. There's no clip of it going through Peel Tunnel because how close Viaduct is to Peel Tunnel, but I will leave a link to that in my description for either this video or the one with the viaduct. Yep, right away still right here, just to my right, in the little dip. You can see the dip when you're going down 53. Right in here is where the station would have been, I think, for this. You can obviously see the right of way right there. Piece of rail sticking out of the ground. And it's heading toward the Y. Yep, Wollaston. Okay, Wollaston Road. Yeah, you pretty sure you follow that. I've never been down that road. So, the New York Central, there's a tiny bridge back right there on the left over the little creek. They head to Phillipsburg, but somehow I don't know where they crossed over. I'm gonna go into sheets, so I'll be pretty much right on the right of way. So somehow the right of way turns left and goes through Phillipsburg and meets up with the line that takes you to Clearfield. So here we're at Sheets, and so the right of way is somewhere in this area, but you can't see it, obviously. The train tracks on the right are R.J. Corman. I believe that's the New York Central. They pretty much run on both Pensy and New York Central out here. Like I said, the railroads out here, the New York Central and Pensy, crisscross each other out in this part of the state. They pretty much crisscross each other from Williamsport all the way toward, I would guess, Clarion and down toward Crescent, because there's a New York Central line down there, or that went out that way. Tracks are up above us now, halfway up the hill. I've got him turning. If you're taking 322, US 322, between Phillipsburg and Clearfield, you'll parallel the railroad tracks. I'm having a brain fart. I've never gotten a train right here, and I've tried many times to get them, but never did get one over here. I've gotten them in Phillipsburg. I got them in Osceola Mills. Up here in this area, should be just off to the right somewhere, was the Y, because I'm trying to remember, because it's been a few years since I've been out here, but out here's where that Y that connected you to Moshannon Creek Bridge, that viaduct. Dimling Bridge, an Indian path, the 1796 State Road, and the Erie Pike cross Clearfield Creek here nearby. Ardry's Sawmill and Elder's Woolen Mill were among the first in the county. In 1857, armed rafters drove floaters of logs from the creek. Rafting continued until 1895. The Clearfield Bridge Post Office, established in 1824, served the area. In 1903, the Clearfield Southern Railroad established Dimling Station, named for an area lumbering family. There we go. And I think the right-of-way for the New York Central is right there, because it crossed the creek and it went that way. So this is PA 879. Take a right, you go to Clearfield. Take a left, you go to Curwensville. I just literally crossed over the Pensy, that little bridge. And this is the New York Central and B&O. I think I haven't gotten to the bridge yet. This is the B&O, but the New York Central had trackage rights. From CB Junction, which is up here at the bridge, all the way to Clearfield, that's where they had trackage rights. So pretty much right here, you had the Pensy on the right. That led you to Grampian. That would have went through downtown Clearfield. To my right is the B&O and New York Central. The interesting thing is, from what I read, the B&O was not as busy bringing freight into Clearfield. They took a lot of freight going out of Clearfield. CB Junction is pretty much right here. I'm pretty sure it's very faint, but there's a New York Central writing on that bridge. Hello, Popo, I saw you. You got a good hiding spot. So the B&O line here continues through Curwensville. The tracks actually end. I think tracks are still in this. Tracks actually end just past a crossing at downtown Clearfield, or not downtown Clearfield, downtown Curwensville. It's right past the Agway. The line continued on to DuBois. There were talks quite a few years ago to reinstall the tracks, but obviously that never came to be. The B&O. Because I think there's something going on, you know, NS says you can't interchange with short lines between short lines. I don't know. But here's downtown Curwensville. I just went through downtown Curwensville, and the B&O and Pensy parallel each other here just for a little bit. I think the Pensy served this factory to my left. I see a train bridge. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Hey, you got high rail wheels. Okay, here's the Pensy right here. Just to the left of the girder. So that trail is the Pensy. The B&O's on the other side of the stream, I think. There should be a little stream over there. So coming up, the B&O is going to cross over this road and the Pensy and make its way to Dubois. They'll go by Bilger's Rocks. Not Bigler, Bilger. Anderson Creek. I'm surprised I still remember that name. That's what it is. And there's the B&O. It crossed the Pensy just a little bit more to the left. Because it's the Pensy rail trail. I don't know what exactly called, but it goes toward Grampian and then it ends. No, it keeps going, I think, from here. Because that road went over the Pensy right there on the left. But the line went to the mines in Grampian. I don't know if it went any farther than that. Conroe was the last to take a train through here on 3rd Street into Clearfield Yard. Hi there, bud. Sorry. You're going to sit there a while. Somewhere in the 80s. I can't remember the exact date, but there's pictures on the internet, like, Facebook and all that. Even the circus train was on the tracks in Clearfield. So when the Ringling Brothers came to town, they went through on 3rd Street, which is really cool. There's a picture, a very large picture on the wall, pretty much the whole wall decor, in the St. Charles Cafe in downtown Clearfield. So we're coming into Grampian. You can't see the tracks from here unless you take a left at the light and go to the right-of-way. Well, what used to be tracks, correct that. You take a left right here, it'll cross the Pensy, then make its way over toward the west branch of the Susquehanna, which is where the New York Central is. R.J. Corman uses that because they continued past CV Junction. They went around Curwensville to head toward the river, go along the Curwensville Dam and Lake, and head south that way. So Pensy's on this side, and the New York Central's on the other side of the hill. So basically, on the other side of that hill in the background, just slightly to the left, is the New York Central what R.J. Corman uses today. Pensy continues on my right or my left somewhere, but I don't know how much farther they go past Grampian. I never really explored this part because I mainly stayed over on the New York Central side. But somewhere out here is where the coal mines were. So 879 I think it was on, and now I'm on US 219 because 219 came from Dubois way and it's connected here into Grampian. So 879 ended, now we're on US 219 heading south. Coming into Mahaffey. Mahaffey at one time was a busy area. I think they had 3 railroads coming in here. I only know New York Central and Pensy, but yeah. So we're coming into New York Central. New York Central is crossing. They cross the river to the left. Pensy comes in up toward 36, which is Altoona way. So yeah, 36 goes left. I'm going right. Crossing New York Central. The Pensy's on the left. Across the creek. You can barely see the right-of-way. I can see it right now because the trees aren't fully bloomed. But they, I think, head toward Indiana because they'll parallel right next to the road for a little while. There's the New York Central RJ Corman now. Pensy should be just to my left, right below the guardrail on my left. Straighten it up a little bit. So yeah, Pensy's right here along the road here on the left. We're gonna get off at 219 here, but I'm gonna go underneath RJ Corman. 12 feet, 10 inches. Didn't see a date on that. If you guys like these videos of trains and history stuff, don't forget to like and subscribe. They're at the bottom below my video. And also check out my links to donate to help with my adventures. I don't make any money pretty much off of the links. It's just to help with gas and, you know, help basically make more videos just like these. So if you could, that'd be greatly appreciated. Bye guys.